Hello everyone. Magandang umaga po sa lahat. My fellow OFWs here in the Middle East. Good morning. It's already 7:03 in the morning. And to all OFWs around the world, uh, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. And yung nasa Pilipinas, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Shout out to Ganda Kahus. Thank you for support. And to my wife, Nina ACAS, good afternoon. And today we will discuss disclaimer that this is not recommended for buying, but this is only for educational purposes. So we'll study the support and resistance based on the price movement, the actual price movement of the stock. So there is no recommendation here for buying because the traders have different risk management. So it depends on the traders. There are daily traders. There is the swing traders and long-term investor, and also some scalper. No? So it depends on the traders style. So for me, I'm using swing trading because you cannot monitor the market the whole day because I have a job and I cannot monitor it. So we need to check the uh, chart. If there is good indication that the price will go up, then this is the time we need to uh, enter. So we need to read if the buyer is in aggressive or the seller in aggressive. If the seller is in aggressive mode, of course, we will not enter uh, in that certain companies because the possibility, of course, the price will go down. But if the buyers is in aggressive mode, so this is the time we need to watch because there's a tendency that the price will go up. Shout out to Engineer Edwin Bilan. Thank you for your support. And to John Marching Morano and Rob Levy. John Marching, Rob Levy Morano, and Maynard Castro. Thank you for your support. So now let's go to the PECI, the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. We need to see what is the price movement of PECI yesterday, January 15, 2021. So I will share to you the chart. This is called as technical chart. So we need to read the price movement here in the technical chart. So now, this is the chart of PECI yesterday. It is down by 0.48%. So you see the candle here is red color. So to those who want to know about the candlestick, I have the presentation also about this candlestick. Why it is red, why it is green, and some candle there is no color. So we discuss it later. Now, if you see the Philippine Stock Exchange Index, this area here is the resistance area, and this also the next resistant line above. This horizontal line is resistant area, and this line also is horizontal resistant also. If ever there is a breakout of this horizontal resistance, of course the possibility the price will go up next to this line, this resistant line above. But if ever there is a rejection, and we see yesterday there is a rejection in this area. So PCI is trying to break this area, this line, but PCI did not break it. So what we will see now, this is the channel. So we do the channel because if the price go up to this area, the price also rejected. So it means this line is also a resistant line. So if you see, there is a rejection on this area. So when the price rejected, the price will go down. And when the price hit on this bottom line of the channel, there is a bounce. So of course, we know that this line is a support line or support area. So with the price going up and then rejected on this area, and there's a pullback, so we need to watch this line, this line, the bottom of the channel. So you see there is a support here, and then the price will go up again. And again hitting the upper line of the channel, and there is another rejection. So now what we'll need to see this middle line, no? There is a dash line here in the center of the channel. If this line I mag-hold, then this is good. No? There is a possibility that this horizontal resistance above ay ma-break ni PCI. But if ever the price will go in retracement again to this support, this line, this is the next support below. If ever there is a breakout of this line, of course we need to watch this incline bottom line of the channel, because there are two times the price is bouncing on this line. So if this the PCI will break this support, then we need to see this uh, incline support below. So now we need to see that there is a breakout of this horizontal resistance above. So we're hoping that there is a breakout, because if there is no breakout again, they will go on this line again. So we need to watch this horizontal support. If this horizontal support ay hindi ma-break ni PCI. So for me, my thoughts for PCI, we need to watch this support line kung mag-hold. It is good, and it is going sideways, it is good. But if this horizontal support ay ma-break, then we need to see this line again, this next support below. But it's good if there is a breakout of this horizontal resistance above this line, because the possibility he will hit again this next resistance line above. So for now, still PCI in this area is still good, but we need to watch if there is a breakout of this horizontal support line below. Shout out to Chris Adventure. Thank you very much for watching. Chris Adventure is very supportive. Thank you for your support. And to my nephew, Jomel Lisaka, thank you. Thank you very much for watching. Now let's go to the uh, request, no? The stock request. This request is really intended for my personal insight of the company, but this is not recommended for buying. This is the one. This only how I read for my own analysis. So, but it's up to the traders. As I said, it is depend on the traders' style. So, for me, as a swing trader, I need to see the price movement of the price movement if we're creating a bullish pattern. So now let's go to the First request, we have CHIB. We know this is the stock code. So if you enter the stock code, the company will go, it will come it is the China Banking Corporation. So it means this is a China bank. If you put the stock code of CH, it is China Banking Corporation. So now we will see the price movement of China Banking Corporation. Shout out to Ivan Dave Iwakiri and Francis Amparo and Kate Jason. To Franz Nabua also and Kenny Merias and Dave Maepan. No? Thank you for your support. So now here, this is the chart of CHIB, China Banking Corporation. So now, China Bank yesterday is down by 0.19%, but this is minimal, no? Still, he is in the support area, this line, this minor support line. So if China Bank will hold this line, this support, then it's good, no? If the this line I am hold the China Bank. But if ever this line I may break the China Bank, of course the price will go down next to this support below. So for me, if you have a position for China Bank, if the price will still hold on this line, this is good, no? Still wait, just wait and hold your position. If this line is still mag-hold yung price ni China Banking Corporation. Because there's a possibility that he will go up if there's a bounce on this line. But if ever this line I will break me, see it's IB, for me, this is not good because it will go back to this line. If I buy here, there's a bounce on this line. If there is a breakout of this support line, this minor support, then I will take my profit because the possibility he will go down, possible direction, he will go down again to this line, support line below. But if ever, as I said, if the price will still hold on this line, then hold your position because there's a possibility that he will hit again this line, next resistance line. But if you see the formation of the price movement, there is a loss of momentum for CHIB. But still, he did not break this support. So it's still okay for me if this support is still mag-hold. So, but in general, we can see there is a loss of momentum of CHIB. But as I said, we need to watch this support na hindi ma-break yung line, this line, hindi ma-break. So, this is the support and resistance. Shout out to Tricia Gonzalez. Thank you. She's my nephew, Tricia Gonzalez. And to Jumel Isaka and Krisa Benchor, no? To Ganda Kahos and to my wife, Nina ACAS, thank you. To Engineer Edwin Bilan. And shout out again also to Henry Six upon Italia and to Iki Bordado and Engineer Ryan Lasaka. No? Thank you for your support. Now let's go to the next stock. If we put the stock code is it's LPX. So if you put the stock code, the company will appear. No, it is Shell, uh, Pilipinas Shell Petroleum Corporation. So this is the next stock we need to see. The Pilipinas Shell, no? Pilipinas Shell Petroleum. So now, if you see the Pilipinas Petroleum is its LPH chart. Yesterday, it is down by 5.14%. So imagine the downward of SLPH yesterday is 5.14%. For now, if you see the price movement here, the price going up and the price is rejected and there's a bounce in this area. And the price is going up again and it is rejected on this line. So it means this area is a resistant area. So this line here, there's a rejection, and now there's a rejection again. So it means this is a resistant area. This is the area where the seller is waiting. So, but is it LPH? Filipina Shell, you want to break this line. This line last January 7, but the seller is the winner because di na break ng buyer yung line na ito. So, it means the seller is the winner, the price is going down. And yesterday, hitting again this support line. This is the support line of its LPX. So there's a bounce in this area. So we need to see also there's a bounce in this area. But for now, this is a very big, very scandal for its LPX, Filipina Shell. So for me, I can draw a recline line. Okay, just put it in all the upper weeks of the candle. So now there is a resistant line of this area. So this is the resistant line of SSLPH, Filipina Shell. So for me, this inclined support, still nag-hold pa naman yung price ni SSLPH. But for me, now the price of SHLPH is below the green line. This is the mean 200. So now, for me, we need to watch this support na hindi ma-break ni Filipina Shell. And if ever Filipina Shell will break this incline resistance, we need to see the price movement here on this area. If ever this incline resistance ay ma-break ni Filipina Shell Petroleum Corporation. But if not, this incline support ay ma-break and this horizontal support ay ma-break, then keep away muna because this will create now a bearish pattern. So if the price will go out of this incline support and it will go on this area, this is now become a bearish pattern. So if this bearish pattern, we need to wait. If there is a breakout of this incline resistance. Even it is in the support area, but the pattern is bearish, so it means the seller is in aggressive mode. The seller is continue pushing the price going down. So we need to aware if it is in the support area and the pattern is bullish. Of course, there's a possibility that this support below I am a break is its LPS. But if ever it will happen, the price will go back on this support line. Then we need to wait if there is a breakout of this incline resistance. So if it is, it will be if the price will going back on this line. But if ever the price will stay above on this incline support and break this line, then we need to see the price action in this area for ISIS LPS. So we need to watch now for ISIS LPS that this line ay hindi ma-break yung support. If you have a position for SSLPH, just watch this support na hindi ma-break ni Filipina Shell. Because kung ma-break ni Filipina Shell, of course, it will go down in this area, this line. So now it become weak. Even now it is weak because it is below AME 200. So but for now, we need to see this support line ay mag-hold. And if there's a breakout of this inclined resistance, then it is good for its LPH. Shout out to Libangan TV. Thank you for your support. Libangan TV. To Tricia Gonzalez. and Chris Adventure and Jamel Isaka. Thank you for your support. Now let's go to the next stock is Mega Word. So we know that Mega Word is a good company. So we need to watch the price movement of Mega Word. Shout out to Coach Barques and Engineer Dorito Corpus, Engineer Eric Lamontan, to Eric Romulano, no? Thank you for your support. And to Ellis Perito and to Jonathan Noho, no? Thank you for your support. Now, this is the price movement of Megaword. If you see the price now, Megaword is hitting the resistance line. It is now in the resistance zone. Why it is resistant? When the price uh, go down on this area, there is a bounce. So it means this is support. This area is the support. The price is going down. Here the price is na break ni Megaword. So if ever the price, if ever the support and a break, then it will become a resistant line. So now there's a rejection going down. Again, the price now is in the horizontal resistant area, this area now. So we need to see, for me, we need to watch if there is a breakout of this horizontal resistance. So we can draw a line, inclined support. So this is only for reference. We need to put a reference for our cut loss if ever the price will go down. Now the price is still here above. If you have a position in the bottom, for me, we need to see if this incline support this line and give a break. And the blue line, which is the MA20. If this line is still mag-hold, then hold your position because there's a possibility that this resistant line, horizontal resistant area, ay ma-break ni Megaward. But if ever the price will go down to AMA20 and break this incline support, this line, then it is not good for Megaward. So we need to wait for another price movement if we will go down in this area. So this is my thought for Megaward. Megaward now, we need to see if there is a breakout. If you don't have any position, wait for a breakout. If there is a breakout. And if you have a position, wait this inclined support ay hindi ma-break ni Megaward. And this blue line, which is the EMA20. And next support, this is the important line. This inclined support line. So dapat hindi ma-break ni Megaward. So if he will go sideways in this area, it is good for Megaward. If it is good for Megaward, and there's a possibility that this support, this resistance line, this area ay ma-break ni Megaward. So for me, as I said, wait if there is a breakout of this incline support and the MA20. And if you don't have any position, wait if there is a breakout of this resistant line. If it's going sideways, this is good. There's a possibility that this line, resistant line, ay ma-break ni Megaward. So that is my thought for Megaward. Chris Adventure, thank you. Ganda ka-host. Tulibangan TV, thank you. Tricia Gonzalez and Jamil Lisaka. Now let's go to the next one is LPG. So shout out to Arlen Bruno and Chu Yamko, Dan Andre Sabalo and Diane Cortez. To my nephew, no? Ria Elizabeth Acas Gloria. And to Merlin Panya. And to Gary Carmona. Now, If we see here, this is the LT group chart. Now, so this line is the support. Why it is the support? Because here it acts as a resistance. This line, the price is going down and break it, and now is act as the support. If the resistance and the break, when the price was going down, this will act as a support. So if you see here, this line here, so why we draw this as a support? Because here there is a resistant line. No? There is a rejection here. So when the price will go here, also there is a bounce. So this is a support. When the price break out on this line, there is a bounce and act as a resistance. Now again here the same. There's a rejection, and now is again bouncing on this line here. So this area is a support, but for now we need to see LTG, next price movement of LTG. Now we will draw a minor resistance here. We will draw a minor resistance. So if LTG will break this line, then we need to watch because this is the next resistant line above. There's a possibility that will hit this line, and if there is accumulation, so this is good for LTG. It will break this resistant line. But if in case this EMA 20, this blue line, and a break the LTG going down, and we see there is a rejection yesterday, of course the price will go back on this area. So we need to put a reference line. We need to put a support, inclined support line. So this is the inclined support line of LTG. So we need LTG to stay above on this line, because if not, the possible direction it will go down to this next support line below. So we'll go back to the previous support, this line, when the time we bounce in this area. So if you have a position, just hold this inclined support. For me, I will hold if this inclined support is still mag-hold. But if the line, this line I will break, then we need to see here if there's a bounce in this area. So it depends on the trader's style. No? Even this line I will break, then his goal is a long term. So it's up to the traders. No? So, but for me, as a swing trader, if this line I will break, then I will go out and I will wait another time if there's a bounce in this area. So we need to see if there's a breakout of this resistant line, because next possible direction it will go out on this next resistant line above. So now there's is creating a resistant line, resistant also. So even if you draw here, you draw a line, you connect this line here, you draw a line here, you can draw a resistant line also, this line. Need to draw a resistant line. We will connect the all highs. So this is the one we need to watch also for LTG. That this line still mag-hold, this support, inclined support line, and ma-break tong inclined resistance. So kung ma-break yan, then it's good. We will go to this area, and if there is a accumulation in this area, so we need to watch. But for now, we need to wait if this line I ma-break, this resistant line. And provided that this inclined support ay di ma-break ni LTG. Because kung ma-break yan, then we will go back on this horizontal support line below. So let's go to the next one, is BPI. Shout out to Patricio Santiago and Islam Odin Tuyub, to Tariq Abdullah Sheikh and Gulpam Gafare. No? Now, let us see the price movement of BPI. This is the Bank of the Philippine Islands. Now, this line, there is a rejection. So it means this line is a resistant line. There is a rejection of the price, but we can draw a incline uh, resistance. So we'll try to draw a incline resistant line, this one, so that we can figure out what is the next price movement of BPI. So now when we draw it, this line is resistant because there is a rejection, the price is going down. Now the price again hitting this line, again there is a rejection, the price is going down. Now for me, we need to wait that this horizontal support ay still mag-hold yung price. If you don't have any position for BPI, for me, I will wait if there is a breakout of this incline resistance above. And if you have a position, you buy it here in the bottom line, this red line, you need to see that this horizontal support ay mag-hold. Because if this line hindi mag-hold, of course, the price will go back. Possible, it will go back on this line. So, this is my thoughts for BPI. If you don't have any position, wait if there's a breakout of this incline resistance. And if you have position, you need to wait if this area ay hindi ma-break ni BPI, this horizontal support. So if ever there is a bounce on this support area and this line ay mag-hold, and if you see there is a possible breakout, especially if there is a bullish candle, so this is good, we need to watch for BPI. So if you see the MACD, MACD is closing up now, and the ADX is below 25. So there is no strength. ADX, by the way, this is the one measuring the strength, or it is trending or non-trending. But it is below 25, it is 18. So it means it is not trending. So we need to see if there is a breakout of this incline resistance. So especially if we break also this horizontal resistance above, it is good. So this method for BPI, if you have position, you buy it in the bottom, just hold it and wait if there is a breakout of this horizontal support. And if you don't have any position, we need to watch if there is a breakout of this incline resistance and this horizontal resistance. So, because if there is a breakout, this is good. But if not, if this support line and a break, then it go down to this next support line below. Thank you, Libangan TV, Uganda Kahos, and Krisa Venture. Thank you. Shout out to Engineer Mikey Lagitan and Engineer Diego Abonitalia, to Engineer Richard Lorono. Thank you. To Engineer Joel Galbi and Engineer Larry Amoges. Thank you. And to Prisme Nabulag and Cheryl 8 Mix Videos. Tulon Salabi. Thank you for your support. Dot Explores. And to OFW Dreamers Vlog. Thank you. And to Idol Jimmy Belando, thank you very much. Now let us go to the last two stock. The next one is D2. We will check the price movement of D2. Save me. This is the third telco. dito CME is the third telco of the Philippines. So this is the third telco. So this is the price movement of dito. As we discussed it last time, there is a resistance on this line. Okay, we will see the previous price movement of D2 CME. Now here, so if you see the price movement of D2, this area is the support. Because there's a bounce, the price is going up. This area is the support because the price is going up. When the price break this line, the price is going down. And the price going up again and hitting this line, it means this line now become a resistance. If ever the price will go up again on this line, it will become a support when the price is going back on this line. So now if you see D2 here, he break this line last December 20, January 4. He break this line. So when the price going up to this line, it is rejected. Of course, now this line is becoming resistant. Now when the price going down and hitting this line, there is a bounce back up to this line. But for now, when the price going back again on this line, there is a bounce again going up. And up to this line, there is a rejection. So of course, if this price will go, but with this price going back to this line, there is still a good momentum for D2. But when there is a bounce on this line, the price is rejected on this area. Hindi na siya umabot dito sa pinaka high price of D2 CME. So now, it is rejected and going back to this incline support. So now, how many days now is holding on this line? There is 3 days now. 4 days. Since January 12, the price of D2 still holding on this line. But for me, if you have position, you need to see if this line ay hindi ma-break ni dito. Because if this line ma-break ni dito, of course, you will go back to this line or this EMA 20, this blue line. So, you need to see if you buy it in the bottom, you need to watch this line na hindi ma-break ni dito semi. Because I saw now another loss of momentum for dito because he's creating the resistance line here. Now he's creating resistance, minor resistance. So now what we'll need to see for dito, if you don't have position, we need to wait if there is a breakout of this horizontal resistance. If a break ni dito to, then it's good. You will go back to this next resistance line above this line. But take note that there is a loss of momentum for dito in this area now. But if you have a position, just wait that this line ay hindi ma-break ni dito. So if you see the MACD, we'll see MACD now. Now MACD is trying to go down. So nandiyan na po siya sa may malapit na po siya sa may mag-cross sa red line. So we need to see if there is a curve up again. Because if there's a curve up, then it's good for D2. But if there is a crossover of this blue line going to cross the red line, then of course the momentum is become weak. So for ADX still above 25 and MACD RSI is 67. It's good. But we need to see if there is This line, as I said, this line ay hindi ma-break ni dito CME. Okay? So, if there's a breakout, then this is good for dito. There's a possibility that the MACD again will go up. If this horizontal resistance ay ma-break ni dito. And mag-hold yung price ni dito on this line, this incline support. So the last one is Manila Water. We will see the water price movement. Shout out to Engineer Berheli Magna and Engineer Victor Miguel Pinat, to Engineer Edwin Vergara. Thank you for your support. To Eric Rimolano. Now let's check the price movement of Manila Water Company. We will see the previous price movement Manila Water. So we'll see where is the resistance, if there is inclined resistance. Yeah, this line now. So if you see the previous price movement of Manila Water, this area here, there is a resistance line, because when the price uh, hit in this area, there is a rejection and the price is going down. Again, he's going back on this line, there's a rejection again, the price is going down. Now, the price is near on this line. So there's a possibility that Manila Water ay mahit niya itong line na ito, this incline resistance. But provided that this horizontal support ay still mag-hold, no? Dapat mag-hold yung price ni Manila Water. So, if mag-hold yung price ni Manila Water diyan, of course, we need to see if there is a breakout. We can draw a minor resistance because there is a minor resistance created in this line, this area. Now, this is the another resistance of Manila Water, this line. So if there is a breakout of this resistance line, of course, the possible direction, this inclined resistance line and this horizontal resistance line above. So this is the last area we need to watch, because this is a very strong resistance line, this inclined line. So if ever the price will hit on this area, you buy it at the bottom, you need to see if there is a rejection on this area, because this area, as I said, has very strong resistance line. But if you have position in the bottom, you need to see also that this horizontal support ay mag-hold. Because if this horizontal support ay hindi mag-hold, of course, the price will go back on this line. So your profit will be gone, because this line now is almost the same with this horizontal support below the previous horizontal support. So you need to see that this support ay hindi mag-break. Because if hindi ma-break to, there's a possibility that, especially ME20 ay still mag-hold, there's a possibility that this resistance line ay ma-break ni Manila Water Corporation Company. So the next line we need to watch this, the strong resistance, this incline line. So you can draw a resistance horizontal line here. We can draw a line. So this is the one we need to see, this line also. This horizontal support, this incline support. So we need to see if there is if the price break this resistance line and hit this incline resistance, we need to see this area, because it will create the triangular pattern. So this is method for MWC. So if you have position the bottom, watch this support line na hindi ma-break. But if this resistance line ay ma-break, then watch this incline resistance. This is a strong resistance line of MWC. So that's all for today. I hope you learned something about our discussion. And before I go, I will shout out to all the viewers and supporters, to Engineer Edwin Bilan and Ganda Kahus, to my wife Nina Akas and Chris Adventure, to my nephew Jomel Isaka and Trisha Gonzalez, to Libangan TV. Thank you very much for your support. So I hope you learned something about this, and to Tata Milba Blans and to Jennifer Somaira. Thank you. To Lon Salabi, to my sister-in-law Mercy Akas. Thank you. And a lot of friends here, Ate B with W Dubai, Idol 3 Boniferds, and 9 Design Vlog. Thank you very much for all your support. And I hope we learned something about this stock market. To Carlo Dampel and Ronald Consalan also, and Salvi de la Peña, and Rosalito Giana. Thank you very much. So that's all for today. God bless us all always.